What is up, YouTube? It is me, Divine Mauser, the voice of YouTube's Lord Frieza, and today I'm going to be doing a discussion video. I know I typically do my super reviews every Saturday, but sometimes I do discussion videos here and there, and I really wanted to talk about Goku's new Ultra Instinct form, and I have another not new to YouTube YouTuber by the name of Krillin The Villian, who's been a fan of the Dank Army and a strong Frieza Force Elite soldier for a very long time, and Lord Frieza is very pleased by that. But why don't you go ahead and say hello to them, Krill?
What's going on, YouTube? It's me, Krillin The Villian, K to the V. I am here with Mr. Mark Mauser.
Yes,
doing
sir.
a Dragon Ball discussion video.
Oh yes, Dragon Ball discussion video indeed. And Krillin will tell you a little bit what he does on his channel at the end of the video. He has been doing DBtuber videos for a while, so he already got a good back catalog of content you guys need to check out. There will be a link to his channel in the description down below. But what we're talking about today is how we think Goku achieved the form, and is he going to be able to regain it? I think he's going to, but I would like to let the new guest, Krillin The Villian, start off. You know, where do you think is a good point to start with what you've learned? We both watched the episode twice through. I think he's on his third time. So we've really been trying to pick up on things and really nitpick this. We're going to theorize today, etc., and say what we think everything's about. But go ahead, Krillin, tell me what you think, bud.
Me personally, I think that the transformation is it's cool, but one thing that I'd like to see is that what if like this form maybe not be as accessible as it once was, because this form was powered by the Spirit Bomb, because Goku was already like really tired, so he tapped into it because of the Spirit Bomb. But who knows, maybe the Spirit Bomb just acted as a trigger so he can be able to access this form, so he maybe be able to access this form later on down the line. Yeah,
I actually think I think Goku planned this all. I think this was actually part of Goku's plan, because they did say, I can't remember who it was in the stands. I think was it Roshi or were we? Someone said, I don't think he absorbed the Spirit Bomb by accident. And I think that Goku did. He knew he was completely at his limit, so he went to try to do the Spirit Bomb. And I figured, I guess he would probably. I'm thinking possibly he was doing this right here. He thought maybe I can use the Spirit Bomb to defeat Jiren, and if not, I'll just try and absorb it. Because it was really funny how pretty much what happened with what caused this transformation was Goku absorbed all of the Spirit Bomb and all of its rage from the battle that him and Jiren were having right there, and whenever it went into him, it really did want to make him just rage out with energy, but he resisted that, and by resisting it, he was able to quote-unquote break his limits. But I don't think this is the limit breaker form. I think this was just Ultra Instinct. He absorbed all this power and got this ridiculously fast form, and it's just Ultra Instinct. Now, and that's what he was, you know, he was running on that, just like we said, and just like Krill said. That's the energy. This form was based off of that Spirit Bomb's energy. So when that energy ran out, the form ran out. But the energy was, I don't think it was really running out throughout the fight. Jiren just kind of literally just realized that Goku was at the limit of that energy. Like, he knew the Spirit Bomb's energy was at its peak. I don't think he knew it was in Goku. Maybe he did, but he knew whatever Goku's power was at that time was it. So he just surpassed that and bodied Goku. Now, the next big step is, will Goku get that form back? I don't think it's going to be. I would like to say, I don't know how you feel about this, Krillin, but I kind of want to consider the beginning, because if we all paid attention during this fight, what Ultra Instinct was Goku basically, his body reacting without him having to think. Obviously, he got a big speed boost and stuff because all that power inside of him that he absorbed, but as he fought with it, even Piccolo said every single, you know, punch and kick he does is faster and harder on Jiren, and Jiren's having a harder time blocking, a more difficult time. So I kind of consider it to the first time he fought Beerus in Super Saiyan God. Super Saiyan God felt like it hit its peak, and then, you know, Goku just said flat out, the form just tells me I can get as powerful as I need to, and he just went even further. I think the same thing's going to happen here, and he's probably going to come back with a Zenkai boost the next time he fights Jiren as well.
Definitely. I like to like circle back to a point that you made, that when I think it was Piccolo who said that Goku getting that form, or getting the way it happened, it wasn't no accident, because he had felt the Spirit Bomb's energy might not be sufficient, and he did, like we said, that he did resist it with his own power. So yeah. I did feel like maybe not 100% like he planned it, but maybe he felt like this was something that he might have been picking around in his head for a long time. Maybe it was an idea of his for a while that he had, that he didn't really get tested. Because I mean, come on, who tests a Spirit Bomb? But still, yeah, he tested. Yeah, went along with it. His body reacted to that raw energy, as we've seen in the video, that during the Spirit Bomb struggle, the energy within the Spirit Bomb was just getting more and more intense, and he was condensing it smaller and smaller. Like Jiren with his whole stare, he was trying to condense it smaller and smaller to make sure it just like explodes. But the whole time, like, Goku got that full on that full raw energy from the condensed explosion.
Yeah, it all went right into him.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like that maybe it was a little bit stronger than he anticipated, because I feel like he still had the idea of, okay, maybe if this goes south, I'll try to tank the spirit bomb and get some of his energy. But it was a little bit too strong, and that's probably why it took him a little bit longer to recover. But once he did, it was still like that kind of like, oh, okay, my body knows what it's going to do, and it's already set forward from this point on, and it's going to be me doing this and everything right here with the instinct. So he had his instinct, but just for someone like Goku to have like an Ultra Instinct form, is just like, it feels like so like unreal. But at the same time, it's like I kind of already saw this was going to happen.
I think we had a little bit of a connection drop there. I think one of the big things that a lot of people need to remember as well is the Ultra Instinct form itself. A lot of people wonder what it is. And I was going to do an explanation video on what Ultra Instinct is, but I figured I'd just kind of rope it into this because all the DB tubers are doing Ultra Instinct. So guys, you got 10 to 15 different places you can go and get a good explanation video about that on right now. I know Unreal and Mastar both have them out, so those are both pretty good. And, oh man, I don't miss that guy's loud truck from whenever I used to do Lord Frieza up here. I have the studio downstairs now. There's a loud brrr truck going up the hill here. Ultra Instinct basically is something that Whis did explain to Goku and Vegeta in the past. It's your body moving without you needing your mind to tell it to. This is, that reaction time that it sends for your mind to send it to your limb to do it. Whis said even that can be, the make or break deal in a fight. You need to be able to just naturally just know. And you'll see whenever Goku and, Jiren were fighting in this, it looked like they weren't moving, but then you could see the fast frames where they actually were. And even whenever Goku first obtained the form, after he had a little bit of a bout with Jiren, they went back and forth. When Goku landed, he lifted both of his hands up and looked at them like, they're moving without me telling them to. So Whis already knew about this, and he's the one that figured it out. And it's kind of funny because we learned about this so far back, but we didn't know how intense that it could be. But I think what's going to happen with Goku here is I think Ultra Instinct isn't the Limit Breaker form that we were expecting. We got called the Limit Breaker form. Whenever Goku did have that final little blast with Jiren, before Jiren literally just overpowered him and put a stop to it, he literally said, "It seems you've reached your limit." So I think we're going to get to see the Limit Breaker form after this. Goku's going to get a taste of it in his body, kind of like he did with Super Saiyan God, and remember it a little bit, and he's going to be able to push past his limits even further. For all we know, because I personally think Frieza's not going to hurt Goku. I think he's going to give him some energy like Goku did on Namek so they can kind of even up. Because Frieza's really getting redeemed like more and more each episode. I know he has a devious plan somewhere in there, but he needs Goku right now, so he's going to heal him. I mean, Krillin, I'm sure you probably agree. He needs Goku. Without Goku, because Frieza right now at his point cannot beat Jiren, so he's probably biding his time.
He sees like he's planning ahead. Like he's saying that, oh, it makes no sense for me to like do all this right now because I don't want to be the one to do all the heavy lifting and then make it harder on myself.
Exactly.
He's planting all the seeds and he's going to be like, okay, I'm going to take care of this. I'm not going to overexert myself here. I'm going to do this here. I'm going to make sure all these little things fall in line so that I can get what I want at the end of the day.
Exactly. That's how Frieza works, man. Bad boys move in silence and violence, bro. It's a good callback. I know Krill probably follows me there. It's like this, man. Here's what's going to happen, guys. Goku's probably going to tap into this form again. I don't think this is not the last we've seen his form. Frieza's going to give Goku some energy. Hell, maybe even Vegeta will. We don't know. But Goku's probably going to come back with this form absorbed into him and be able to use it again and have a big hell of a Zenkai boost. With how much power he had and he absorbed, I think a good Zenkai boost would do Goku some solid justice right there. And he'll come back even stronger. But, I mean, my final real theory about what this is that I think Goku might have either... I have two outlooks on this. Goku planned this to be able to absorb that energy and just use it, and he was able to overcome it. He might not even expected it to be full rage, because, Spirit Bombs are typically good energy, but a lot of people were given energy that weren't really good. I mean, Frieza's not really a good guy, and he gave his energy, so there's some bad energy in there, I mean, obviously.
Yeah.
And he absorbed it on purpose, or B, Jiren really did just overcome and whoop that ass, and Goku went flying down into the little black hole thing they created, and just accidentally absorbed it, and whenever he realized what was happening, he just overcame it with his willpower of good energy and then broke his limits. Because you can see it kind of aura slide fucking Xenoverse 2 cut right through that shit. So that was pretty damn epic. Definitely. I loved that so much.
One thing I want to talk about for the form itself is that whenever he did move without thinking, there was like, the after images came about before it, so it kind of really sold the whole moving without thinking thing. It was like an ultra like moving without thinking kind of thing.
I loved how they animated it. It was great.
Oh yeah, oh yes, definitely. We've seen before in the past that Goku fighting with his enemies, he's the one that kind of thinks a lot less than Vegeta, but he still thinks to a degree. But for this, it's almost like it's not Goku doing all those movements. It's like something else, like an entity.
His fighting instinct, really, because if they say it's based off your instinct, and think of how many years of battle and combat experience and training that Goku has. He's literally spent his whole entire life fighting. So his internal fighting instinct, if he was just able to rely on that without letting his brain make the decisions, that's pretty much what we get right there. And who has more fighting experience than Son Goku himself? Like, that's all this guy does since he was born, from his grandfather raising him to date. That's all he does. His limit break, or his instinct form's probably going to be one of the greatest we'll ever see. All the gods of destruction were shocked as hell to see it. Whis was thrilled that one of his students finally achieved it. Did you see how happy Whis was? Whis was just, oh, Goku got it all.
It was like orgasming all over the place. Like
Beerus was pissed.
Himself.
And you know what the funny part is?
Probably just like,
Beerus wasn't even shocked. Beerus's words were, he obtained it so soon. Like, he expected Goku to get it eventually. He expected it.
Yeah.
That's probably what Beerus has been waiting for Goku to get, so that he can finally really get a good fight out of him.
It's like a callback to let's talk about when Beerus and Goku fought like a long time ago, like the SSJ God thing, whatever.
Yeah.
It's a callback to when everybody was sure that Goku's fighting Beerus, and Beerus is like, okay, I'm gonna use 70% of my strength to fight you, and then you fast forward to now, and you really think that, whoa, Beerus was just like saying that just to make Goku really try and push the limits of his own power back then.
Yeah.
And many people were just like, what? No, it was pretty close to Beerus's power.
Nah, Beerus was lying so hard.
He was like definitely putting on a show, because Beerus exhibits that kind of like he is based off of Toriyama's cat. And
yeah, he is. I remember hearing about that, dude.
That quality of him that he wants to play around. Like, even Whis at sometimes in the series mentions how he wants to find a playmate and everything like that. So Beerus fighting Goku like that, saying, okay, I'm drawing out more power, I'm at 70% now, is more of a reason for Goku to like push himself so Beerus can have a good time.
Yeah.
But now fast forward to now, and there's all these things that we don't know about the God of Destruction title, the Destruction Energy, the Ultra Instinct. There's all these things that we're finding out that, wow, there's just so much to the God of Destruction thing that we don't know. And now all these, these limits, these powers are being explored. And we can, you can probably say that this is the fight between Beerus and Goku. When they finally do decide to go back at it, it's gonna be really crazy. It's
probably, I personally think that's probably where Super's finale will be, is the rematch between those two, and can our Universe 7 Warrior surpass our God of Destruction like Eleven's did? But, which is another fun fact that I'm sure all of you already know, but if you didn't watch the episode, I don't know why you're watching this video. Go to Crunchyroll and watch it. But, Jiren is the strongest mortal in Universe 11, and he is the one stronger than his God of Destruction. So we all knew it was going to be Jiren, but it's now confirmed as of episode 110. So it's really interesting to see, will Goku get to that level as well? And I think he will. But I don't think it's going to be for a while. I think Beerus and Champa are still vastly stronger than we think they are. Like, just because Jiren is stronger than his God of Destruction does not mean that he's stronger than our God of Destruction.
Yeah. Beerus also, like, if you read the manga, he had a little practice bout with Vegeta, and he had told Vegeta that he could be a God of Destruction in a different universe. But that doesn't necessarily mean that stronger than Beerus or Champa. It just means that some gods of destruction don't really value combat strength too much. Like, they have like a complacent level where they stay at, and they don't really, get as strong as they want to or need to.
Well, they can just Hakai people, so, like, they can just Hakai. Be done.
They got the destruction energy, and it's like, okay, I don't need to get so vastly stronger to be able to do that, because maybe not all the gods of destruction are like Beerus, and maybe not all of them like to fight or want to be entertained like that, like Hellas. I'm pretty sure she just wants to have, you know, beautiful mortals. I'm pretty sure she's not worried about finding a rival or nothing like that. So
their choices for destruction are always different too. Some want to destroy for this reason, etc., etc. You know, that's another thing. That's a whole separate video that we could talk about. But honestly, the God of Destruction is what all their motives could be. But right now, everybody's motive is to survive. So what I think is going to happen in this next episode is I think where we're going, I'm going to theorize a bit here, and then I'd like to hear your theory on this too, Krill. I think what's going to happen is Frieza's obviously going to pay his debt to Goku, and also, not really pay his debt, honestly. I think keep Goku alive because he fucking needs him right now, so that Goku can get some energy. Goku's going to get a hell of a Zenkai boost. His body's going to remember the limit, or the Ultra Instinct, just like his body remembered Super Saiyan God's energy and absorbed that into him, and he'll just have Ultra Instinct without having to have that crazy aura, because if you think about it like this, Jiren was able to do all the same stuff as Goku. For all we know, Jiren could have a technique or maybe a form of Ultra Instinct similar to himself where he doesn't need the aura around, it's just on. You know, because he's making the same movements as Goku was. So if he doesn't have Ultra Instinct, he's just that fucking strong that he can compete with it. That's freaky, man. That's freaky. Imagine Jiren's Ultra Instinct then. I really hope that he's using it and nobody's able to tell. Like, really hope that's the case, because I don't want to hold him on that much of a pedestal, even though the guy lived up to the hype. I gotta admit, he lived up to all the hype that they threw at him. He lived up to all of it. I think Goku's gonna remember that form a little bit, and they're gonna get a really kick-ass fight. Goku's gonna have a little bit of a Zenkai boost, so it's gonna make a big difference. And we're gonna get to see Goku actually break his limits, because like Jiren said, you're at your limit. Now this is where I think Goku, after the Zenkai and memorizing his form and his DNA and his cells, or his fighting cells a little bit, I think he's gonna break his limit. That's when we're gonna get the limit breaker form, I think. At least I'm really hopeful that's it, because that would be so badass. All right, your turn, buddy. What do you think, Krill? What do you think, Krill the Villain? I'm curious, man.
Yeah, I agree with you on the whole thing for the synopsis of the next coming episodes. That of course Frieza's not gonna, you know, injure Goku. He needs him to keep the game alive. He's gonna give him some energy, like he did on Namek, or like Goku did on Namek. One thing I also thought about too, during the whole Ultra Instinct thing, is that wasn't really Goku's energy that was keeping him moving. It was the Spirit Bomb's energy. So let's say we have Goku recover his own energy and then add it with the Ultra Instinct thing, which, because Goku, he was already depleted. So if we have a semi-recharged Goku using the Ultra Instinct, then we add those factors up, and then we bring in
big difference, dude.
The Limit Breaker form. I feel like that would lead to the Limit Breaker form. Like, my personal theory is, I feel like the energy that his own energy that he regains, and it doesn't look like from the episode preview that he's gonna be in battle like that soon after he just did that. Nah,
Hit's gonna be keeping Jiren occupied. They're not gonna downplay Hit because we met Jiren. Hit's gonna go put up a fight against Jiren because they don't want to waste Hit. Hit's too good of a character and rival for Goku. He's gonna give Jiren a good fight.
Really good. He has good techniques too. That's the thing many people would like to sleep on Hit about, is that when it comes to, like, okay, raw destructive power and maybe endurance, okay, fine, Goku might have the edge on that one, but he's an assassin, and assassins' strength lies in their techniques.
Yeah, so, and Hit said he has over 1,000 of them, yeah. So there's shit that they could create shit with Hit that could blow Jiren's mind. We seen Hit time skipping around Jiren. It was fucking, I can't wait for episode 111. That fight is gonna be so dope. But for your theory to continue though, man, to finish it up, because I feel like you were really wrapping up on the juicy stuff there.
Yeah, I was basically saying that, you know, with Goku's own energy, like, let's say he recovers his own energy, because we see him not really in combat in the preview, so he's saving up his energy, and then he recovers a good amount of it, and then he tries to get back into the battle. And then let's say we add that Ultra Instinct, and then we get Goku to break his limits, and that's what leads to Limit Breaker form, because Jiren did say, and you said this, that Jiren did say that this is your limit. This heat right here, this is your limit. And I feel like that it was meaning like the Spirit Bomb Ultra Instinct thing acted as a portable charger to Goku, and he only used what little bit of energy and everything that it gave him for that moment. That's why Jiren, he felt that, and he was like, okay, instead of, like, you know, fighting, he saw the aura change and the eye change inside Goku already when they fought. So he's like, I'm gonna go power up, and I'm gonna stop your whole attack right now, because I can already feel your energy is going away. Yeah. And then I'm gonna take you out of the equation right here, right now.
That's exactly what he did. He took him out.
Yeah. Goku's like gonna regain his energy, try and focus on getting back into that that Ultra form or whatever, and then he's gonna access the Limit Breaker form to break his limits from the Ultra Instinct with his own energy, recharged or semi-recharged, because I don't know how long it's gonna be until Goku gets right back into fighting, but he's gonna recharge his energy as much as he can, and then somewhere down that line of being recharged, he's gonna access Limit Breaker form.
Yeah, I think I could definitely see all that happening right there. It's a very plausible thing to think as well. And it's just like, honestly, we owe all of this to Hit, because if Hit wouldn't have tried to go in for that opening, Jiren obviously would have walked over and kicked Goku off of the stage or threw him off. Hit is the reason that Goku's even going to get a second chance at this fight. So, mad props and respect to Universe 6. Universe 6 and 7 are going to become best friends by the end of this tournament. And even if Universe 6 does get erased, you know Goku's going to wish all the universes back, and that could be the start of the next arc in Dragon Ball Super, because all the bad universes get wished back. Everybody knows that theory. It could happen. It's very possible.
I haven't heard about what you were saying is very interesting. I haven't really heard about anybody discuss what Hit is actually doing.
Well, Hit is obviously trying to survive, is what he's really trying to do. He needs his universe to win. So if Hit's always going to pick Universe 6 over Universe 7. But I'm just saying it's really lucky that he stepped in, basically. We Universe 7, we got lucky there. He's seen Goku was down. Hit's probably thinking this is the perfect time to attack, and then I can eliminate Goku after that.
I feel like it's like a mutual respect thing, because Goku's a warrior, he has a warrior spirit. He didn't eliminate Kale and Caulifla when they took out Universe 11 guys. He just said, let you guys recover your energy, and then we'll see you guys at the top. Yeah. And then also the same thing with the Dispo and Hit fight. Goku also jumped in, and he was fighting other guys, and then they finished their fight, and he was like, okay, we're not going to fight right now. I'm going to let you continue doing what you're doing. We're going to meet each other at the top right now at the final or whatever, and we're gonna duke it out one final time or anything like that. But when Hit seen Goku get tossed out, like Jiren's primary function is like his only priority is to take out Goku, because he wants to crush Universe 7's morale. Yeah, and once Goku
that's exactly what their Kai and their God of Destruction said. Crush all of their spirit, because he's their emotional support. If Goku's out, they know they got nothing.
Exactly. So if he crushes Goku, and like you said, he would have thrown Goku off the stage if Hit didn't step in, because his focus was not on just, oh, I'm not gonna just fight, I want to eliminate you. So he was tasked with taking out Goku, and even though he does put his universe before anybody else's, his sort of mutual respect for Goku and his warrior spirit or something like that.
Oh, they definitely have a respect. They got a little bit of a broship going. Not a bromance like Goku and Vegeta, but they got a broship forming. They're becoming buddies more and more. Buddies through fighting, nonetheless. Like, I feel like the only time those two are ever going to hang out is when they're sparring. But the way they both improve, that could happen forever. So
it's like definitely. Great. It's like he wants. Like, I see them two almost unintentionally helping each other, so they can be the two universes that end up surviving to the last thing, because those guys had Universe 6 and 7. These guys had every opportunity to eliminate each other when they're down. Like, Goku could have eliminated Hit when he was maybe getting ganged up or something like that, or like I said, Goku could have eliminated Caulifla and Kale. He chose not to. Like, these guys, I felt like they're like almost like a friendly rival kind of thing, where even though it is survival, it's like, okay, I'm not gonna let nobody kick you when you're down. I want you guys at your best. That's why we're gonna survive to the end, and once we finally get there, it'll be me and you versus each other, instead of like you being terminated before you can reach your full potential. Yeah. There's a really good chance that we're gonna see Universe 6 and 7 as two of the final universes. I really think we could get like Universe 6, 7, and 11 are going to be the last three universes, I personally think. Because in my opinion, those are the three strongest universes that are out there fighting right now. We're probably going to be getting with them. But to wrap it up, really, here's what's going to happen, in my opinion, guys. What me and Krillin were theorizing with, Frieza giving Goku energy, Hit keeping Jiren busy for a little while, Goku gets enough time to recover his energy, plus that Zenkai boost from being so close to death, because he was completely out of energy, so he could have almost died. I'm sure he's going to get a Zenkai boost. Even after a strong battle like that, they get a little bit of a boost. So Goku's going to come back powered up, at least semi-powered up, like Krill said. I don't think he's going to be 100%. If he is, that's amazing. Like, that is really bad for Jiren.
And I think he's going to memorize some of the form in his fighting cells, and he's going to incorporate it into his own Super Saiyan Blue, and then we're going to find a cool new Limit Breaker form that could really, I really hope that's the case, or if not, maybe he'll be using Ultra Instinct in Super Saiyan Blue. This is all theories at this point. Is the Ultra Instinct form itself going to be the new form that he just comes back stronger because of a Zenkai boost based on his own energy instead of the Spirit Bombs, which was limited? You know, obviously it was a lot of energy, but that wasn't his. You know, so basically his own energy could be, he could have longer stamina with that. There's so many questions that we're going to be getting answered in the next couple of episodes. I know there's already episode spoilers out, but myself, personally, I've been avoiding them purposely because I enjoy going week to week like the rest of you, as does, I'm sure, Krillin. I've seen Krillin on Twitter complaining, and I'm sure he's seen me complaining too. But bringing it back to Krillin, you do have a YouTube channel. Why don't you take a couple seconds, or, you know, as long as you need, really, tell the viewers what you do, because there's a link in the description down below to Krillin the Villain's channel. Now, guys, he's not a character channel like me, but he does do Dragon Ball topics, discussion videos. He makes little memes here and there that are pretty funny. You'll definitely laugh at. I've seen quite a few of them myself. Krillin, tell them what you do over there, man.
Yeah, so I'm not really a new guy like Mark said. I've been doing YouTube for a little while now, but I make little Dragon Ball parody videos. I've been doing little discussions here and there. If you guys would like to check me out, you can, like Mark said, the description. But yeah, I just do little shit posts here and there, stuff like that. Recently I've been doing Dragon Ball Fighters parodies, so and Dragon Ball Fighters memes, so I've been doing a little bit of stuff like that too, just trying to see where I fit mainly in the Dragon Ball scope of Dragon Ball YouTubers. But it's just a hobby for me mainly. If I can, you know, do more of it, make you guys laugh, that would be really awesome, and I would love to continue doing this. Yeah, so guys, check him out. Links in the description down below. Like he said, he does little parodies and stuff like that, funny memes, discussion videos. So there's a lot of stuff you can get over there on his channel if you want to check him out and subscribe to him. You already know what I do over here, guys. Lord Frieza Let's Plays reactions, Zarbon Let's Plays, Zarbon reactions. I do Dragon Ball Super reviews every Saturday, as well as discussion videos here and there. I'm going to start doing discussion videos a little bit more. I recently picked up grab it for you here, the Dragon Ball Super full color manga, as you can see. The green screen's kind of taking that out a little bit, but I'm actually going to be reading this, and I'm going to be doing discussion videos on what my favorite parts about it were and stuff like that, so expect some more of this ugly mug right here. You know you like the ginger red beard. Come on, it's awesome. But you already know. I'm putting it back so it don't get messed up. I like to take care of my manga. So guys, thank you very much. Leave the video a like, comment, favorite, subscribe, all that good stuff that us YouTubers always just say every single time. You can click Lord Frieza's sexy golden face at the top left of the screen up there to subscribe to the channel if you're new. Become a member of the Frieza Force Elite. At the top right is his most recent Let's Play, and at the bottom right is his most recent reaction video. My name is Divine Malzar. I've been here joined by Krillin the Villain. Krillin the Villain, say goodbye to these wonderful people watching. Goodbye, Dank Army.
Oh, and the Dank Army. We will see you later. Okay, bye.
Bye.